Happily welcome back to Ocean Block, episode 21 with me, Sid, and last episode we started expanding downstairs. We got rid of all of these pile of crappy horrible machines just sat over here. This is still doing its thing steadily, churning away, no biggie there. And I haven't done any more seeds again this episode. I don't want to just be predictable. But what I have done is I put another layer on the thing. I haven't quite got to the point where it is finished. Let me just turn on my jetpack. I don't know why my jetpack stopped making a noise actually, but must have silenced it or something. So this is just another level. We do need to put the lights in, but what I actually want to do is on the outside of this point I want to put a small podule for want of a better word. So let me, still haven't got Silk Touch, so for all intents and purposes it doesn't matter, and it's only glass at the end of the day. It's not like I haven't got infinite sources of power, sand and stuff. Now all of this stuff is linked to the build I want to do today. So I am wearing my diving costume, and I'm taking to rocking with this. I actually, my enchanted one, I've got impaling on it as well, so thank you. I was going to say, are you coming back? Right, so I want to go a 3x3, but I would like to go like this and then like that. So that's your 3, the gap, 1, 2. I think this will do the trick. This is the floor area, of course, so we do have to consider that I also then am going to want to have a wall coming further out. Now I'll just stick a solid floor down for the time being, because I haven't quite decided exactly how I want to do this, but we're going to come on 1, 2, 3, 2, 3 for definite, 1, 2, 3, and I think actually that's not the floor. Just done it. Sat there rattling on about how this is not the floor area, and then promptly put it down over the edge where I want the thing to be. Let's just try something. So if that is the edge, do I need to, that's a good question, do I need therefore to bring this out one? But then that's going to interfere with that. I mean, that cannot be, well, I suppose it doesn't matter if that's not that colour. It doesn't have to be on every corner, does it? Kind of winging this, I know, as you've probably guessed. But I think you're going to be, that's the corner there. I think we're going to have, oops, another element here. Man, these hats make these things look comical as anything. But if that's that, then what am I doing here? Am I going to, I think he's going to have to go like that. Yeah, and then we can come out here and bring the window out to here. Gives us a little bit more wiggle room in the space, I suppose. And then we'll cap this over. This is actually going to carry on down to another level, so yeah, this is going to be too high, I think. So yeah, let me just continue and I'll be back in a second. Okay, we've got a structure in, and the floor is going to be probably that kind of shape to start off with a gap in there. And then we'll probably here pop in a ladder down, just because it's as good a place as any. We'll stick a torch there for the time being. Yeah, my plan is actually very simple. What I need to do, and I've got a spare, I'll just need to get my old jet, oh, no, put it back on again, get my old jetpack on, pop it here, turn myself around correctly, and start off with the machines box with one of those in it, and I need that now. I need to refresh my memory how this works. I think it's just a matter of you wrench it with a pipes wrench, which is that one, I believe. So, in theory, this is a big in theory, by the way, we should be able to come down here into here, and if I were to borrow that little bit of dirt there, I can place my ender tank here, and it wants to be, I think, in that mode there. And then we'll drop through here. We're going to put our pipe here and come out like that. We will wrench that to be pulling. We're then going to place a power core here, completely empty. It's only a basic, again, we haven't gone mad. And then we're going to place you there, you there, you there, you there, and then we're going to stick that, and we are going to call you that network. Can I have a can I see? Says that right, so that is pulling power, or it should be. These should be, you can see that is now empty of lava, but that's fine because these are not. And if we come up here, we should be able to see that that is rapidly charging up to the 1 million. 1 million flux energy, I don't know, it contains a lot. So we got this at this side, and then the idea here is we're then going to take 4 more of these, and obviously 1 more once I've got it from upstairs. I'm going to set you to withdraw as well, and then we'll head up, grab all of this lot. Don't need you, but I do need all of this. I definitely need you, and you, and you, and you are Lava Gen, so I'm going to rename that Lava Gen 1, and then we'll have Lava Gen 2, and we'll effectively double our Lava Gen. Let me turn those back on so I can go down without breaking my neck. And in theory, those you drop down here, I'm going to make you Lava Gen 2. Power transfer input. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Wireless charging is, I think, set the same, so that's fine. And then in theory, I don't know whether they did keep their power with their lava, which is kind of nice. Again, we stick that in the middle, that goes there, and that goes there, and this is lava gen 1. So we look at the connections now. We've got lava gen 1 and 2. Appears that lava gen 2 is getting prioritized, so we maybe want to, now if I set you to priority 100, that should override lava gen 2. So lava gen 2 should always be our secondary power. If that drops below a certain level, this one, and I'm going to put you on priority 50 just because. So these are charging up now. Hello, that's not quite what I wanted to do. That's full. These are then going to fill. That's full. Everything's happy. And that gives us a power core off the side. So my next trick is going to be getting some lighting done properly in here and get the ladders and do a little bit of decorating. Just let me have a quick peek at the ladders, see what options we have. Metal ladders using any rods, that kind of works. I could go there, but you're into scaffolding, which is into steel, which I actually don't appear to be able to make. Actually, you can make aluminium, but you can't make steel ones. Fine, not a problem. We'll go with the metal ones. They're iron rods. Aluminium rods or iron rods, that's fine. Metal ones will do the job just fine and dandy. We probably need to think about having a kind of a manual way up and down as well, because you couldn't rely on a jetpack all the time to be coming up and down this central core, so I probably need to think. Oh, hello, that was not quite what I had in mind. But then we may not have that open to the elements at the bottom there anyway. Let me get back up. Right, lights. 2, 4, 6, 8, 12. Um, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, probably. Gotta make 18 of them then. Back in a moment. Okay, we have this. This is all done. I've got some lights in, put a little bit of chisels and bits in just to give it some obvious support so it's not just floating in the air. Ladders going all the way up here, more chisels and bit supports going in around the edge there, and we've got the lights and the bordering bits in here. Now we obviously cannot go out. If we go down another level, which is possible, I don't know yet, we can't have an exit going this way because now we've got this in the way, so this way is not going to happen. We've still got these two directions, but again, I don't want to clutter things up, and I thought about my solution to this, and I can put some ladders in for cosmetic purposes, but I don't think you'd use them. They're an emergency. I think this is going to be our quick way of getting around. Now we could obviously run a corridor out on top of this pod if I wanted to, but I think we'd be better off maybe going that way, or even just a small pod this way if we wanted to for something. Which brings me to the next bit of crafting we are going to do. And I mentioned it last episode, this area here has served as well as a storage area, but it is starting to I'm starting to dump things, and it is becoming an issue. So we need to get into refined storage. Now I have a few bits and pieces of refined storage stuff that I've got from quest rewards. I'm also going to at least want one flux point, that's a certainty. And let me just see if there is anything else RF storage related in here. Do not think there's anything in there. Let's check the machines. That's extra storage. That's from RF things. These are dimensional cells. Store power. 4 million RF. So we've got all of that option, but it's not actually anything to do with the Hoover. What's the magic that what I is thinking about, and I don't think I have anything else floating around. So refined storage. Well, let's have a look at the quest logs. It's probably, there's an entire quest tree for it. Digital storage, and we have the option of going down applied logistics. I think that is, well, that is applied logistics. Have we not got? I thought this was a quest line. I could be wrong. That's those are definitely applied logistics. It's not the direction that I would like to go. Just because I prefer refined storage, refined Hoover. What's my jig? Interesting. I'm still going down the line I want to go. Okay, at refined. So we are going to need to make some stuff. And the first thing we're going to need is a controller. A controller will need an advanced processor, some machine casings, and some quartz enriched iron. Machine casings are also made out of quartz enriched iron, and I happen to know that we created a seed for quartz enriched iron. So let's go and grab some of that. Make me a, I can't see, that's Certus quartz. Which one are you? Problem is these icons all look the same to me. That's iron essence, that's osmium essence, that's quartz enriched iron. Let me make one more stack. I think we can probably afford 3 stacks of that. That should keep us ticking for a short while. Do I not have silicon essence? I think I do. So I just need to check, because I'm going to need, somewhere abouts. I know there was silicon involved in something. Let's check the controller. There we go, there, this stuff. Make me a few stacks of that as well. There we go, all good in the hood. Right, so we're going to have a controller, we're going to need a disk drive, and we're going to need a whole load of storage. I can connect it up to a draw controller, for example. I'm not sure that I want to, just because it kind of, well, for one, to me, it kind of defeats the object. What's going on here? Input output buffer. It's just constant 20 RF per tick at the moment. That's fine. So controller. Let's get back to where I was. One of them, I need a bit of stone of some description. I think, does it have to be smooth? Well, let's start off with cobble and see, shall we? Well, no, that's not what I wanted. No, it does have to be a smooth stone variety, not a problem. I'm definitely going to need at least one of them, and that will allow me to make a controller, I believe. Do I not? It's construction core, advanced processor. Slime and string. Let's do half a stack of that. And a stack, oh, no, a stack of that. I think that should keep us ticking. Redstone and diamond. Let me make 8 of those. It's not like I can't afford it. And no doubt I'm going to need them. Bang. And do me a favour and just cook those up, would you? And armed with one of those, we can make our controller. Lovely. Oh, there was a quest for it. Where is it then? Oh, this must be a grey laser lens. It really does want me to use this bloody laser, doesn't it? Maybe I'll have one at the bottom like a deep sea mining laser. That might be an option. Anyway, we've got a controller. We're going to need a drive. That's also going to need an advanced processor. A chest. Another thingy. And that will give us, oops, that will give us a drive, at least one. Refined cable. I need glass and redstone for that. We'll come back to you in a moment. So we've got drive, we've got you. Then I need a grid. Now I don't really, well, I want to go straight for a crafting grid. I can't see the point of having the access grid because I'm always going to want to craft anyway. So a crafting grid uses improved 3 glass. 1, 2, 3. Got those. So if I want to make a grid, I'm missing a destruction core, which is a basic. Basic, presumably more redstone. Yes, of course it is. And bang, let's cook those up. And then I need a destruction core, which is a bit of quartz. And that should allow me to make a grid. Thought I'd made one of those. Obviously not. I didn't want that. I wanted the grid now, don't I? Grid. Bang. But then I want a crafting grid to start off with, which is an advanced processor and a crafting bench. Lovely. Can do that easily enough because that will go like so. Right. Now the question is, how do I want to do this? Let's just go down and play with a few positioning things. So again, we're going to go 1, 2, 3 here. Use my little magnet to get that back, and then we're going to put our flux point in, and this is going to be called refined storage. And there, that's fine. And then we're going to put our grid onto that. It's full of vim, full of vigor, full of juice, and let's go and put you on there. And right now we've got a crafting grid. Can't do much with it, but it does mean that I can put a couple. I'm going to probably stick a couple of disk drives in. I think, yeah, maybe 4 disk drives actually, this way, and then we can go with the other stuff. Like this, for example, is the pattern got that from a reward. Might as well use it because it will allow us to do the things. But that does mean that I need a pattern grid. A fluid grid would be potentially useful, but pattern grid is grid plus advanced and a pattern. I think we can manage that. And we're off. And the other thing we're going to start needing is some storage, and we're going to need some big storage and some little storage, so that's going to be entertaining. I may go with some, I've got some black hole units, I believe, somewhere kicking around. Yeah, pity black hole units. I don't know what the, but I'm going to guess that I can quite easily incorporate those into the system. That shouldn't be a problem at all. We'll just join those in and use some external storage. But if I have a look at black hole units, they may even have better ones because they were pretty good unit, pretty good things. Yeah, you got the common, the pity. So the common is quite literally garbage, really. I mean, cast iron frame. The pity uses plastic, and that's obviously, and then we've got a pity machine frame. Then you get the simple, advanced, supreme. Now, didn't they have one that was like a black hole control? That was the beastie. You could put multiples into those, couldn't you? That's right. Oh man, you're expensive though. I mean, this is probably going to be bad enough. But what do you put into a latex? Don't know. We'll have to come back to that one. Let's not get bogged down in detail. What did I need to say I needed? I said I needed another grid, didn't I? Which again is construction, destruction. Another machine frame. Another 3 glass. Come on. I've not used all my glass up, have I? I think I've used all my glass up. That's fine. That will not take 2 seconds. So if we take Mr. Grid to advanced, a construction and a destruction, a machine frame, a quartz enriched, and 3 glass. And then we want a pattern grid, which is there not a crafting grid on this? I mean a crafting controller. Oh, storage monitor. That sounds like fun. Might want one of them as well yet. I'm not entirely sure exactly what we can do with that, but we'll work it out as we go. Crafter manager, there we go, and crafting monitor. Okay, we are, yeah, we're down a rabbit hole here, aren't we? And apparently the colour can be changed with dye. Excellent, we'll give that a try in a moment. However, I want to make one of those. I need 3 more glass. Oh, good grief. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, just do about that many. These are compressed, so whack you in. And then, of course, we need to get into the memory cells. And obviously there is the 1K, the 4K, the 16 and the 64K storage part. But these are, in my recollection, better because they don't have types. It's just the number of items you can store. So let me just have a look at our pattern grid. Oh, I need an advanced processor and one of the, or a 3 redstone. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. I've still got a little bit of redstone, but I may actually have to send the set the mob grinder running again, because them witches were proving invaluable. There's a pattern grid, which we can pop in. I wanted to try the dyeing, didn't I? That's what I did say. Okay, well there's a pattern grid. There's that. Still need some drives, and I still want to play with this dyeing. Now, there's two ways I may want to dye these. One is going to be white, and the other is potentially going to be purple. I'm not entirely sure. I think purple will look vile, which is why I'm thinking about white. Just because. Let's just go and experiment with this, but then I'll make some drives and. Ooh. Oh, it doesn't actually change. Oh, that's fine then. But does it look better in white? No, it definitely does not look better in white. Oh, damn it, but I've run out of purple. Yeah, alright. So these, let's just start on these. These require us to make 1K cells. With 1K cells, we can make 4K cells, but you need 3 1Ks to make a 4. And then you can make a 16K, which requires 4 1Ks with these advanced processors. And then, of course, we need a 64K, which requires a whole load of 16Ks. Now, this is something that is actually better managed by the crafter, because you can process everything. You can create a process which will smelt things as and when you require them. That might be something we need down the road, but in the first instance, I think if I can get a couple of 16s in there, then I would be probably doing reasonably well. And then you have these storage blocks, which I don't see any significant benefit to, because you're still using everything. It's just going in block format. Right, let me go and have a look at getting some of those cells cooked up, and I'll be back in a second. So the way I find is the best way to go about these is to make them in batches of 9. Now we can't quite make another batch of 9, so I say a batch of 9. That will make a 4K. 3 of those will make 1 4K, so 3 3s will make 2 4Ks, which will make a 16K. So I think this will make 3 16s once we're done, unless my maths is completely off, which, as you probably know by now, it most likely is, because my maths is terrible, at least when it comes to doing things like this in front of a recording audience. So we're going to need basic processors. I need let me have a look. I need, for every 3 of those, I need 4, so I need 4, 8, 12 per 12, 24, 36 basic processors. I mean, when the materials are not a problem. Processing the materials is probably the bigger problem. So let me go with basic processors, and we are going to hammer our way through our redstone. I definitely think I need to go and turn my mob farm back on again. Which, yeah, let's sleep as well. I haven't slept for a while, so it doesn't hurt to reset the phantoms. Doop 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 doop. And let's just jet back across here. Oh, and now you are back on again. Which hang on, did Oh no, you're there. Afro chicken. But yeah, so what we need is witches. Hup. Because that will give me the redstone. I've got redstone plants going downstairs as well, so that's, you know, this is not the end of the world. Right, so what was I doing? 30 of those, that's right. And that will take me to those, and then we're going to take those to those, and that needs 12 of the advanced processors. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not advanced, improved. Now, of course, they would say it's improved. It's like salesman everywhere, isn't it? Anyway, that should get us 316s, I think, which will be enough to get us off to a ticking start. And then we can store more and more of the stuff from up here down in the system, get some more patterns in, get the automation going, and world should be good and happy. That is the word I was looking for. I also need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably that many. Let's do that many, and then let's get myself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're definitely going to stick with the purple, I think, for the screen. So we'll make sure we've got plenty of that. We shall leave that behind. It's 31, almost there. Whew. I mean, going forward, I'll probably get a stack of each of these just crafted and stored, so we've always got things. Maybe not a stack of advanced. That might be a little bit much, but you know, keep it real. And eventually we should be able to make the 4Ks. And then we need, come on, we'll get there eventually. Oh, still got a drink left, good. Nice cold beer while crafting, that's exactly what you need. And done. So that gives me the 16K cells, and then we need those, which need to be 3 of those. Let me, well, might as well take that bit of redstone with us, put it into the system. Right, where's me? Get the important stuff out of the way. Purple dye. These 1, 2, 3. So we've got 48,000. So we can drop all of that lot in, no problem, along with that and that bit of redstone and all of that. We'll stick that purple dye and that little bit of white concrete in as well. And as you can see, we've used 521 of our 48,000 slots. So that's the start of our ME storage empire. Let me check how long I've been recording, because I'm not entirely sure. I've been waffling as usual, but it's a start. Back in a sec. Yeah, I've been going for about 39 minutes now. One thing I did think is these mob fans that I've got that I'm not using actually look like quite good hoofers. Aircon. I've put another thing on, so let us get a nice little screenshot. That gives us both of that. We can do some storage and something clever around here as well, with some black hole units perhaps. But you know, we've barely scratched the surface. If I were to put another 3 in, that would take us to 96,000. 96,000, yeah, plus another 2 would have added another 32,000 on. So what's that? 128 128,000 items, and that's just using 16s, which are relatively inexpensive. So I think we've got progress made. Until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon, and bye for now.